In 2010, John discovered he had cancer in his right arm, which had spread to his lungs. Initially, the medics said they'd give him chemotherapy and a shoulder replacement, news he was delighted to receive.
2 weeks before that, I'd been planning my funeral and I had all the songs picked out for what was going to play and everything.
But 4 weeks later, the tumour had grown so much in John's arm, he had no choice but to have it amputated.
It's a very strange thing, but ever since the tumour went, and even though I'd lost my arm, my spirits were incredibly raised.
The chemotherapy got rid of the tumours in his lungs, and the following year John, a keen skier, took up a place he'd been offered on a military ski instructor's course, which he'd applied for before losing his arm. He was the first amputee to do it, but skiing presented new challenges.
When you separate while you're skiing, so in actual fact you don't lean into the hill, you lean down the hill to keep the weight on the outside ski, and that's easy for me when I'm turning to the right and all the weight's on my left leg and I'm leaning over because I've got an arm and everything. But when I'm turning to the left and my right leg is the outside ski, I've got like 2 stone less of weight to lean, so I have to actually over-exaggerate. And sometimes the shapes I pull to get the weight over the outside ski are quite strange.
John, Super G, Super Combined.
By 2015, John's skiing was on fine form.
I had the best ski racing season I'd had ever, internationally and at these championships. And I also went out to America and did some downhill racing in Aspen straight after this event. And at the end of that season, I was 28th in the world at downhill for disabled racing, which is something that will always live in my memory.
And then disaster struck again.
In the summer, on the 1st of June, I was in Austria training, and I had an accident of some sort which left me in a coma.
John was in a coma for 3 weeks. He spent 5 weeks at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital, Birmingham, before moving on to Headley Court for rehabilitation. But nothing was going to stop him getting back on the slopes. By 2016, he was here as a spectator. Last year, competed for the first time since his accident. Now, 2018, there's just been a slight hiccup. You haven't actually been out and competed yet because already...
Because I had a little accident in the downhill training on Sunday, and I've managed to tweak a ligament in my thumb. But it's feeling good now, so tomorrow for the Super G and the Super Combined I should be fit and up for it,
Hey, come on, John.
And he was.
The way I look at it is it's pointless coming out the start gate if you don't want to win it. I have to be realistic, and my chances of winning against the able-bodied guys who are coming down here at a fair rate of knots is slim. But if there's 1 or 2 of them behind me at the end of the day, I'll be happy.
But it wasn't to be today.
John lost the caught an edge on the way around the left foot turn there into the first A-net, and well, had what we call a yard sale, lost all of his equipment.
Sometimes my right leg will do things that I'm not expecting it to do, like get the wrong angle or the wrong rotation and things like that. But hey, that's what you've got to live with.
You came down in the wagon. How are you feeling when you're coming down in that?
I was actually enjoying the rest coming down in that. I can't be disappointed because ever since I had cancer 8 years ago, every day's a bonus as far as I'm concerned. So it takes a really, really lot to make me depressed or unhappy about things. Yeah.